Happy, sung by Ada Jones, Edison Records.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. To kick off this new year of videos, I thought I would go back to a series that I've been doing for a very long time and I've yet to finish, and that is the Hogwarts House series. I've done Ravenclaw, I've done Slytherin, I did a poll on my Instagram stories, and y'all wanted to see Hufflepuff next, so here we are. So in my head, Hufflepuffs are just really cute and adorable, and so I kind of wanted to get that vibe, so I went for like the 60s doe-eyed kind of style and lots of frecks. I don't know if you can see them on this camera, but lots of freckles. So yeah, that's what I did to my face. That's my Hufflepuff look. Hopefully you guys like it, and let's get into it. To start off, I am just priming my face as per usual. Then using a damp sponge, I'm going in and applying my foundation. Nothing unusual, just pretty basic. And then I'm doing concealer, which is something I don't normally do, but I got a sample of the Kat Von D concealer and I really wanted to try it. It's pretty good, pretty good. Then using that sponge again, I used it to pack on some powder to my under eyes to really set that concealer, and then I used a brush with some powder on it to set everything else. Moving on to the brows, I'm first using this brow pomade-like gel thing. I first just did an outline of where everything's gonna be, and then I lightly filled them in. And I started with a pomade base rather than just going straight in with powders like I normally do, because I wanted to make them look thicker and fuller, and it looks a little bit more natural, and it's also quicker to do it with a pomade first rather than just going in with a bunch of dark powders. And then I'm going in with these two brow powders and then just going over the top of that pomade. It's going to fill in any of the gaps I left, and it's also going to set the pomade in place. And then I'm switching back to the concealer and using that to prime my eyes rather than eyeshadow primer, just because it is a lot stickier than the primer, and this yellow eyeshadow will really stick to it and look pigmented rather than just kind of faded, washed out like it tends to do with the primer that I usually use. So I'm starting off with a super freaking bright yellow eyeshadow and packing that, and I mean packing that, onto my lid. Then quickly I'm going to highlight my brow bone with a white shadow just so the crease will blend into it nicely. And then, speaking of the crease, I'm going to go back into that yellow eyeshadow and put that along the crease, and then take a fluffy brush and blend it out so the yellow and the white will mix together and blend really smoothly and prettily, and it won't just be like an awkward blob of yellow on my face. And then I'm going in with this darker, more mustardy yellow and putting that along the crease as well as slightly on the outer corner of the lid. What I like about this mustard eyeshadow is that it doesn't really darken the entire eye and make it look a lot more dramatic. It just gives a subtle definition. Then I went in with a little bit more of that bright yellow eyeshadow on the edges just to make sure it's blending nice. And now for eyeliner, instead of doing a normal wing like I usually do, I'm going to scrap the wing and just do a rounded eye. This is going to make my eyes look rounder and bigger. And now I'm going in with this really dark purple eyeshadow and putting that over the top of the black eyeliner. It's still going to look black, it's not going to turn purple, but it's going to help make the eyeliner look a lot softer and a little bit more vintagey, I guess. And then I'm applying that bright yellow underneath my eye, as well as a little bit of that mustard color. And I'm also going in with just a smidge of that dark purple on the outer half of my lash line. Accidentally made a wing, decided to just run with it. So there is a tiny little wing to the look, but it's still cute, it's fine. Then I added some white eyeliner to my waterline just to make the eyes look even bigger. Then I am curling my lashes. Adding some mascara, both to the top and bottom lashes. So I lost the other lash that comes in the set, and these are pretty spiky and kind of perfect for like 60s mod style, so I'm gonna cut it in half and see if I can do half lashes on them and see if it works. This worked out surprisingly well, so I'm just gluing those to the outer half of my eye. So I have these 600 lashes that I don't need anymore because I got a new pair. So I'm going to cut these up in individual lashes and stick those on my lower lash line and the top of my eyelids. So for this, I just stuck them on that little line of dark eyeshadow we made on the outer half, and I'm sticking 3 to the bottom, and all the extra pieces I am gluing to my top eyelid. I'm placing them both on the false lashes on the outer half of my eye, and also a little bit closer to the inner corner, just to make sure all my natural lashes blend nicely into the false lashes. Now for my contour, I am starting out like usual, but at the end of the cheek contour, I'm swooping it upwards, so it gives the impression of a rounder cheek, which I do not have, but I just think those are really adorable, so I wanted to try and emulate that. And for my nose contour, I'm just making it skinnier and shorter, and also doing the button nose shape because I think it's adorable. I'm just going for all of the adorable features, basically. For highlight, I'm using this white highlighter and just loading that onto my face. I'm putting it on my cheekbones, the tip of my nose, the bridge of my nose, also the inner corner of my eyes, my brow bone, and also my cupid's bow. And to give my cheeks a little bit more of a flush, I'm using this Supernatural blush and just blending that on there. And now for my favorite part, the freckles. So I'm using a stipple sponge and some Dipbrow and just tapping it onto my face. This is one of the fastest and most natural ways to make freckles. Tap it onto your face. Don't swipe at it because you can get a bunch of streaks that you don't want. So I'm just like loading my face up with freckles, and then I'm going over them with a damp beauty blender just to soften them up and make them look even more natural. And for the lips, I'm using this very holographic, should exist in the early 2000s lip gloss. I'm putting that all over my lips. Then to add a little bit of definition, I'm using a berry lipstick on a brush and lining my lips and blending that line into the rest of the lip gloss. So that is it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to give it a like and subscribe if you want to see more Harry Potter / makeup shenanigans, because that's all I do here. So have a good day, and I will see you guys in the next video. So until then, later.